Hi guys, it's Spence. Welcome to Sphinx Reads. Today I will be doing the Popular Opinions book tag. Obviously, as you can see, my setup is kind of different today, and that is because as I do the Popular Opinions book tag, I want to show you how I paint certain popular bookish scenes or characters on my wall. And right now you are seeing me paint a scene from His Dark Materials or The Golden Compass, and this is Yorick Bernison and the writer Lyra. Now I was tagged to do this book tag by Jessie from The Bookish Mom. Please go subscribe to her. I'll leave all those links below. And before I forget, the people that I will be tagging for this video would be Claudes from Book Bosom Claudes and Pam from Pam Shenanigans. I am super excited to see what their answers are for this tag in case they haven't done it yet. So what I'm doing in the painting before I continue on with the tag is I'm just like painting as much as I can in the outlines that I copied from silhouettes that I found on the internet on Google. And the rest of it I was just planning to just marker in. So the first question for the book tag is a popular book or series that you love. And recently, as I've been watching more of Let Me in the Libraries, or Rachel from Let Me in the Libraries channel, sorry, I remembered how much I loved A Series of Unfortunate Events. And I just think it's such a fun, weird, quirky series. Sorry for the pause there. But yeah, I just love how just like weird everything is in that series, and I think more people should give it a shot, even though it's 13 books long. I still think that people will enjoy it. The next question is an underhyped book or series that you love and wish was more popular. I would say Masterminds by Gordon Corman. It's a trilogy, and it's a middle grade contemporary / adventure, a little bit of sci-fi thriller story, and it's about this group of kids who live in this seemingly perfect town, and they find out some weird things that are going on in the town, and they try to get to the bottom of it. And it's just such a fun series, and I'm definitely gonna reread the series soon, and I think more people should read it because it's so fun, it's fast-paced, it's funny, the characters are so lovable, and yeah, I just think more people should read Masterminds. The next question is a romance love triangle or OTP that you love. And before I answer that, I am now painting this Thomas from The Maze Runner. Just so everyone knows, obviously James Dashner is a problematic author. You can look at the internet to see why exactly. And even though these are problematic authors, I mean, I'm painting Harry Potter next, and obviously J.K. Rowling is a very problematic author. Even though these authors are problematic, I feel like these series, Maze Runner and Harry Potter, still hold a special place in my heart, regardless of the author's beliefs and things like that. So just be aware of that. I'm not trying to promote supporting these authors, but just so you're aware. I love this series, but not necessarily the authors. Okay, so my favorite romance would have to be, or one of them would have to be, between Colette and Aubrey from Lovely War. So obviously no spoilers here, but Colette is a singer and Aubrey is a soldier / jazz musician, and they both lived during the time of World War I, I believe, which is when Lovely War is set. And just their romance, like their dynamic, that I'm not sure that dynamic is the word for it, but just like their relationship, even though they're very, very different, they pretty much live very different lives. It's just how they connect through music is just, such goals, it's like such a beautiful romance. And I highly recommend reading Lovely War, by the way, if you have not already. The next question is your favorite genre or popular genre that you want to read more of. My favorite genre obviously is fantasy, and a popular genre I want to read more of would have to be romance, and that is because I'm very particular and picky with my romances. Like I don't like steamy, but I don't like cheesy at the same time, and so it is a very like fine balance that a certain story has to achieve for me to actually like the romance in it. Next question is a popular or beloved character you love or a character you feel deserves more love. For the first part of that, I think a popular character I love would have to be Eowyn from Lord of the Rings. It's hard not to get into spoilers, but I just love Eowyn. Obviously, there is, or maybe not obviously, but there is some controversy with how Eowyn's storyline ended in The Lord of the Rings, but just the scenes that she's in, she's very strong, like headstrong, independent woman. Well, I guess now that I think about it, I haven't really read the book, so I don't really know what Eowyn is like in the books, but in the movies, this is kind of a cheat because this is supposed to be a book tag, not a movie tag, but we're doing it. Eowyn is one of my favorite characters. And a character that I feel like deserves more love, definitely Sim from The Name of the Wind. I don't know, I just haven't heard people talk about Sim a lot. He's one of the main character's best friends, Kavod, and Sim is just like this super ideal like best friend slash character for me because he's kind of the best friend that's like reliable and like just very chill, and I just love Sim to death. And if you read The Name of the Wind, you'll know why. The next question is an auto-buy author. I would have to say Patrick Ness, even though I've only read A Monster Calls. I've heard so many great things about his other books that I'm just totally sold. Like, if I have, I guess, the budget, I would totally buy all of his books and just read the heck out of it because they just seem like really cool. Next is a popular book that you love reading about. Popular book trope that you love reading about. Sorry, that would have to be Found Family, obviously. And then, of course, like Sim, like the reliable best friend. Next one is a popular series you're excited to read. That would have to be Chaos Walking by Patrick Ness. There's a film adaptation soon, or it might have been already out. And Six of Crows. I really want to read Six of Crows by Leigh Bardugo. The next one, or the last one, I guess, is a popular book and film where you love the story in both formats. I would have to say Wonder by R.J. Palacio, and it's just like both the movie and the film are just book and the film are just really heartwarming, and just the characters are so lovable, and the lessons that are being taught are just so important, and Wonder is one of my favorite books. I guess I kind of rushed myself too much because I was afraid of this whole clip finishing early, but this is my finished product. The Narnia part was kind of smaller than the rest, but other than that, I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. There are some parts that were a little messy because I had to redraw certain parts in pencil, and I just couldn't erase the pencil marks entirely, especially for Percy Jackson. So this is kind of how everything turned out. I'm pretty happy with it. It has a little bit of a gloss because it's mostly paint, and then just kind of markered in the sides because the details are super fine. But yeah, this is the finished product of my painting. I hope you guys enjoyed this video as much as I did. If you like this video, please leave a thumbs up, and please forget to subscribe so that you can do it later, and have a magnificent day.